Hi, this is Vanessa Joy, and I am here with Canon and Adorama to tell you all about the brand new 5D Mark IV and two great new lenses. The first lens I have right here is the Canon EF 24-105 f4 L series version 2. And the other lens is the much awaited series 3 of the Canon EF 16-35 f2.8. And we're going to jump right in playing with all these new toys with our models Scott and Summer shooting an engagement session here in New York City. I have the new 24-105 on, and I'm really going to go for a natural light look because we've got these great big windows and I want a nice high compression, so I'm shooting at 105 at f4. So here we go. I love the 5D Mark IV's playback functionality where I can look at an image and all the settings that I use to take the picture just by using the touch screen to thumb through it. So with this new camera, the 5D series finally has 4K. With this, what I decided to do though was shoot at 60 frames per second at 1080 full HD, and I use touch focus as well. The touch focus functionality just lets me tap where I want the focus to be and it hits the spot every single time. The best part is you can also vary how fast your focus racks. So you can have a really quick snap, or you can do it more slow and dramatic style like I would do for engagement sessions and weddings. Some of the biggest differences between the 5D Mark III to this 5D Mark IV have to do with the sensor, the ISO, and the focus points. You have a 30.4 megapixel full frame sensor on this camera, and natively the ISO goes from 100 to 32,000, which for me is great when I'm shooting in dark churches. And then finally, and my most favorite, 61 autofocus points with expanded vertical coverage. And just for fun, we have a drive speed of 7 frames per second, and a new mirror vibration control system that helps reduce mirror impact. This camera has 2 card slots, the compact flash and an SD, so that you can record to both, or like I like to do it, I record my RAWs to the compact flash and my backup JPEGs to the SD card. So let's take a second to talk about the 2 new Canon lenses that just came out. First, the EF 24-105 for L series 2 lens. You know, they've really just taken an already great lens and made it even better. The image quality has improved, the image stabilization has improved, and the durability. And as a wedding photographer, you know, your lenses kind of take a beating sometimes. So I'm really happy about this lens and definitely going to be a go-to walk around lens for me. The second lens that we're going to talk about is in its 3rd series, and I know that I've owned every single one of these, the EF 16-35 2.8 L series lens. One of the things we see in this lens is a great improvement in the image quality and the sharpness around the edges of the image. Travel and landscape photographers tend to use this lens a lot. I do as well as a wedding photographer, but what's nice about this is there's an improved dust and water resistance to it. So that's going to help you out when you're just trudging this lens all over the globe. The Wi-Fi capabilities on this camera are absolutely epic. Like in this situation, I was able to set my camera way high where I certainly wouldn't be able to tippy-toe it and change anything I wanted to on my phone. The aperture, the ISO, the shutter speed, and even the focus, manual or autofocus, and then take the picture right here on my phone. Additionally, I'm able to preview all of the images to my clients that I've taken to them. I can even select favorites and rate them on the 5-star rating scale, or delete the ones that, you know, maybe didn't come out so great. And we can even take a selfie. The 5D Mark IV also has GPS functionality, which means if I'm off location, I can geotag all my images, or for me, at a wedding, I can easily time sync all of the cameras the day of, making my culling and editing so much easier. If you want to take advantage of some of that Wi-Fi capability that you just saw in the new camera, but maybe you have a 7D Mark II or a 5DS or a 5DSR, then Canon has come out with a Wi-Fi adapter card. With this little baby, you'll be able to adjust your camera settings, release the shutter, and transfer images from your camera to your smartphone so you can immediately post them on social media. One of the really cool features about the 4K video is the ability to, in camera, pull an 8.8 megapixel still from any frame of your video. Overall, I'm super excited about the new Canon 5D Mark IV, and I know the cinematographers are just going to eat up that 4K functionality, the 60 and 120 frames per second. For photographers with this camera, the focus points and the ISO capability, just game changing. Not to mention these two lenses, which I know I'm going to pick up in a minute at Adorama. So huge thank you to Canon for letting us play with some new toys today, and make sure you hit that subscribe button here on Adorama TV, and don't forget to catch my show here as well, Breathe Your Passion. This is Vanessa Joy, and I will see you soon.